Good morning to you all. Thanks for joining me this morning on a very, very chilly day here in Iowa. For those of you not in the center of this polar vortex, I hope you appreciate your warmth. I hope you appreciate what I'm doing for you being out here in the garage. I got my heater on full high, put it on last night as high as it goes, which I don't ever hit that level. And I'm still, the lower level of my garage from the cement, my feet are freezing right now. Of course, I should probably wear socks. I am barefoot out here. Anyway, just to walk 10 feet. I shouldn't say that. It wasn't that bad. Like, I actually stood there and just kind of tried to feel the air. But it's negative 26 here today. Supposed to have a wind chill like negative 51, I believe, by the time we're done. And it's even colder tomorrow, so it'll be negative 30 when we wake up. So anyways, here I am out here talking to you, but I did miss yesterday. The cold must have done something to my internet. I couldn't get on yesterday. So today's a 2-for, because I don't want to miss any time here. So, two things I want to talk to you about today as far as your morning routine is concerned. We talked about that power hour. And I actually had questions about it later that day, so apparently I didn't explain it very well. The whole idea for a power hour is to think about a project, what you're trying to accomplish, what's most important to you, and put it into your power hour during your morning routine, or it might be kind of like in the middle of your morning routine, or it might be a reason for you to go to the office early, so you have a little time. And hour just rhymes with power. It's not that. It could be about power half hour. It could be power third of an hour. I don't care. It still rhymes. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you have available. I shouldn't say available. Whatever you can carve out. Because of everything we've gone through in our morning routine, exercise, nutrition, all very, very important for you personally. We're now looking at your professional side of things, right? And we all know that we have to work on our business, not just in our business. Sorry, the little E-Myth coming out there. Looking for the book. The E-Myth world, which is where I come from. A lot of you know that I was E-Myth mastery trained. So, work on your business, not in your business is a big thing for me. And this is the time to do it. You know darn well that if you get started seeing patients thinking, hey, maybe at lunchtime I'll take this half hour in here, or, maybe after work I'll spend an hour, reading this stuff, you're probably not going to do it. Start your day with your most important tasks, right? We talked about eating that frog, which was more about doing something you don't want to do. But start this power hour with your most important tasks. It's what's going to get you the most success, because you got to get those things done, which is the second part of today's talk. So, again, we're talking about this power hour. We're talking about getting through all of your morning routine, all the things that take care of you, all the things that help you to put your oxygen mask on before helping somebody else. You're taking care of the kids and the family, and at some point in there, if you can find 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, is the time you should be working on you. Your professional development. So this is the time I mentioned in the description up there to review your goals. Again, mine are right here. I can see mine every morning. And I know my wife puts hers on the mirror. So while she's doing her hair, she looks at them. But the important part is to actually look at them. I could very easily, you drive to work the same way every day. You see a billboard. It changes. It's a different billboard. 2 days later, you see it again. But 3 days later, you drive by, you don't see it. The same can go for something like this. Like, it's got to be a conscious effort. For me, it's on a checklist. So for me, it's like, review your goals. So I look over here. What am I trying to accomplish? What did the things I do this morning help me go in that direction? Are the things that I'm going to do this afternoon going to help me go in that direction? If we just float through our life and we don't look at those goals, we don't look at what we decided in a good state. And if you remember from back Thanksgiving time when I told everybody to set goals, you should have sat down in a clear state and say, what do I want out of my life? Because your days, you don't get that opportunity, right? You got kids, you got work, you got things going on, and you don't ever get a chance to sit down and go, am I doing the things that I want to do? This is your chance. So sit down and review your goals. And again, it doesn't have to take forever. It's a 10-second exercise just to look at that and say, yeah, that's right. I want to do that. And again, every day, it shouldn't surprise you. But if these are the things you want to accomplish in your life, what things do you need to do today in order to get there? Which brings us to the second part of today's, what was supposed to be yesterday's topic, which is chunk those things down. So I told you that this is a time for you to work on that project, whatever that project is. And it might be 2 or 3 different projects, and that's fine. But you're not going to get it done today. you're not going to get that project done today. You've got to realize that that's a long-term thing, and too many of us get overwhelmed by what it will take to get that kind of success, and we don't take the time to chunk it down. But if you were to spend 20 minutes on a project that's going to get you where you want to get to, whether it's 6 months from now or a year from now, and you take that small step, success is built in a bunch of small steps. There's a quote here. Well, first of all, as far as reviewing your goals, the quote we use today is if you aim at nothing, you're going to hit it every time. And that's very, very true. Trying to find that quote about, the Jim Rohn quote that we had to post later. There we go. Big achievements come one small advantage at a time. One step at a time, one day at a time. Jim Rohn. So you got to chunk down that goal and get something accomplished today. And again, you might have 3 big goals. That's what we talked about, right? And one of them might be health or fitness, and we've already dealt with that in our morning routine. But whatever your professional goal is, and again, a lot of you, I've seen some goals, and we write down like everything. There's like 40 little goals on there. And I know when I've worked with clients, I go through that list of 40 goals. I'm like, well, if you do this one, that one automatically gets done, right? And if you do this one, these 4 things are covered. So instead of being that specific, that great, take 3 big pieces. And again, one of them is probably going to be something personal. We really should have 1 or 2 good professional goals that we're focused on. And if we move towards those goals, all the other goals will kind of come along for the ride, if you will. So look at those 1 or 2 goals, what you need to accomplish, and start working on those things. And if it's 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, if you got an hour, fantastic. But if you chunk down those goals into small little tasks that you can do every day, whether it's watching, if you have a coach, 15 minutes of their video every day, if you're just doing some homework every day, if you're working on your own case presentation or your office's referral systems or whatever it might be, these things that you're like, I need to do that, but you get into seeing patients and you forget about them, and then the next day you're like, I need to do that, and you just don't get them done. This is the time to do that. And if you do block out that time, and again, it's not what you have available, it's what you can chunk out, you can block out for yourself. You got to make that time available. You got to create that window to work on your business, not in your business. So if you review your goals every morning and make sure that the things that you have on your agenda today are moving you towards those goals, and you take those goals and chunk them down into small steps, or what can I do today? What small step can I take today that's going to help me get to that next level that I'm dreaming of? Over a period of time, you're going to see some amazing results. And again, it might not be this week. You might learn something from that 15 minutes of watching a video that you can apply immediately and might have some significant effect. I've had a couple clients this week actually tell me they started a new routine of ours, and they're getting great results already just from changing that little bit of tweak. So learning something, working on that project, working yourself towards your goals, even in small steps and small increments, will create some great things later. And I think you all have seen how it works. Like, I forget the analogy that people use, but you do things for a little while, and all of a sudden something just catches, and you take off from that because everything starts to come together. So chunk down your goals. Take some small steps every day as part of your morning routine. And again, that doesn't necessarily mean you do it in a certain time frame. It's whatever works for you. I know some very successful people that do that part, the power hour, before anything else because it is so important to them. So they wake up, they go straight to either a notepad or a computer and get that 1 hour worth of work done. Then they start exercise or nutrition or any of that stuff. So it doesn't have to be at the end of your routine. It's just kind of where I put it because it's where it works for me. I get all that stuff done. Then I sit down, and my first hour is my power hour working on my business. Then I can start working on other people's businesses, which is my job, right? And the same goes for you. You got to work on your business first, and then you can go start helping people in your practice. And you're going to be able to help more people by helping yourself first. Makes sense, right? Anyways, tomorrow is the 31st of January. We're going to be all done with this series. We'll be wrapping up tomorrow by doing, a wrap-up. So tomorrow I'm just going to kind of have a little outline for you of all the things that we talked about, just ideas to throw together for you. Shouldn't say just. It's going to be a nice little wrap up. I don't have any other words for you, but we're going to put it all into a little package for you and share that tomorrow. And then again, we'll be done with this series. I got some exciting stuff planned for you for February, so I don't think we're done altogether. But we will see you tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. for the wrap-up show. Have a good day.